welcome back to another vlog. My name is SAJJAD and today I've come to Hopewell Furnace National Historic Site in Alverson, Pennsylvania. So I'm just gonna head to the visitor center, get some information and then head down to the historic site. It's pretty cold today, so I'm gonna try to wrap things up pretty quickly because I think it's gonna snow tonight. So I'm in the visitor center right now, and here they have some of the material on display, especially this portion right here. So this is what's left behind after the CCC work project ended. That was a Civilian Conservation Corps, and then after that it became part of the National Park Services. Basically it was managed afterwards by the National Park Services, and these are the remaining items. However, they have a cannon here, some cannonballs. I don't know if they are basically exact size for this one. And then here we have some lifestyle information about it. Again, I'm gonna keep it like this, so if anybody wants to read, they can zoom in, pause the video and read about it, because it's a lot of history to cover. Then this is the furnace right here that we're gonna go out and see. Basically there are other houses around the furnace outside, and here they have the shoes for giant foot, so that's something new. I think those are the tools used to make these. Here we have a casting frame, so they would put sand in it and then after that pour the molten iron in it, and then that would take the shape of whatever they're making. And then what we have here, so a kettle, and this is a furnace, or this is a chimney for home, so I think it opens from the other side. And we have a pie there. That's what, okay, some household stuff, some domestic products as well. And this is how the iron would come out of the furnace, and then they would basically put them in dies like that, or they would use something like this to take the molten metal and then put them in some kind of casting die. And these are the raw material that was used. So they would use iron ore, limestone, and then charcoal to produce the pig iron. I'm gonna talk about it once I go out. Then they would create mold. That is what we saw back there. So it was used to create the mold, and then this is how it would be, and eventually that's the final product. So these stoves were used to cook food and also to keep the house warm, and we cannot touch them, but this is it. So now, without wasting any more time, I'm gonna head out and see the historic site. So let's just go. Unfortunately, I cannot fly my drone here. I asked them inside if I can, and it's prohibited to fly drones in national parks. So right next to the stairs is their restrooms, but I don't have to use them right now. Damn, I could have come this way. Well, now I know that I have two options, but I'm going to the furnace now. Since I'm going towards the furnace, let's just talk about the history of this area. So once I get there, we can just enjoy the architecture. So this area was founded by Iron Master Mark Burt, son of William Burt, who had been one of the most prominent iron master of Pennsylvania. However, the most prosperous time for this area was between 1820 to 1840, and right after Civil War, this area did try to come back basically, and then it couldn't survive the harsh reality of time when people moved from charcoal fueled furnaces to anthracite fueled furnaces. And after that, this area was dead. People just left because obviously people who were buying iron, they wanted best product, and this area was not able to produce that. That's why it just died down, and then afterwards it became part of the national park. So that's the most easiest way to say it. Otherwise, there's obviously more prominent history of this area, which I don't want to get into because I don't want anybody to feel like the video is a history lecture. I just want to share what's important and yeah, to the point. I almost forgot to look at what we have over there, so I'm just gonna go back and see that, and then gonna go towards the furnace, I think, which is right over there. So I think this is where they used to drop the raw material into the furnace. So let's just go and see. All right, so I guess these were the wagons used to bring in raw material, and then they would use these windows over here to throw the raw material in, and then eventually that would be taken to the furnace, which is on the other side. But you can see how it is from here. I'm definitely gonna go down and check it from that side as well. But I did see one wagon back there which do have some of the raw material still in it. So this is it. Let's see. Okay, so this is the wagon full of, I think this is a charcoal they have on top. I'm just using my camera right now because I don't want to get on top of it. And I do see there's another wagon back there over there, but this is the room, I guess. So now I'm just gonna go to the other side and see the furnace from the top, and then we're gonna go down and check the rest of the area. But again, this is definitely one of the most interesting sites which are now preserved, because after the area was left abandoned, things could have gone south. This area would have been destroyed, like, you know, what happens to many of other abandoned areas, like buildings are destroyed and then eventually lost in time. But thank God they decided to preserve it. So let's just go in from here. Before I head down to the furnace, I just saw this pit over here. It's called the charcoal pit. Apparently this technique was, or this pit was used to turn the wood into charcoal, and this whole area surrounded by such pits. So what they would do, first they would level the ground, and then they would stack the wood like that, and then eventually once they stack it up, then they would basically cover it with the leaves and dirt, and then, you know, to trap the heat basically. And eventually when all that happened, this is the final form in which the charcoal was prepared. So that charcoal was eventually used in the furnace over there to purify the iron. So I thought might as well see this before I head down to see the furnaces. So now I'm going there. So before I finally head down to the furnace, I just stopped here to show you guys the ruins of charcoal kilns or kilns. I don't know how to pronounce that, but apparently this was the modernized version of that. These were built to produce charcoal, but they were not successful. They proved to be unsuccessful, and the only indication of them today is the ruins, and that's what we have over here. And this is the picture of those kilns or kilns. Now I'm finally heading down towards the furnace. Alright, so before I finally head down to the furnace over there, Hopewell furnace, I just stopped here to see this anthracite furnace. Basically in 1853, Hopewell partners built a hot blast anthracite furnace here, and this new furnace did not use coal but used anthracite coal to smelt iron, an attempt to reduce fuel cost and increase iron production. And it was not successful, and they eventually installed the new furnace on Schuylkill Canal. But let's go and see the furnace up close. Danger, keep off. My name is Danger. I'm Batman. Oh man. So I think, yeah, this is the broken furnace, but let's just go to the actual furnace we came to see. So here we have another wagon. So I think from here they would use these tools to put the raw material into the furnace. I think that's the entrance to the furnace. Oh man, it is getting so cold right now. My nose is completely froze. Oh damn, what was that? I think there was some charcoal. I don't know if that was charcoal or frozen dirt, but what do we have there? Oh, so I just noticed it. So I think this whole engine is water powered, because I think from there the water would come in, fall on the wheel that's right there, and then it would move, and I think that's how the furnace worked. But let's just go in and see the other part of the furnace. This is it. I am on top of the furnace now, and here they would put the material in, and that would give us the pure iron. Not pure, but close to the pure iron. All right, have some opening here. Let's see. Okay. Oh man, this is amazing. See, I like walking into history. So here they have the information about how they used to produce the iron. So they have tunnel head here. They would have limestone, iron ore, rubber sand and clay lining, then charcoal right there, then obviously the stonework, then sandstone in the wall right there, and then this was the air duct, and then this is a tie rod, this is timestone. Okay, 4 hearts, cinder notch, damp stone, and this is hard stone, slag, iron, and basically that's how iron would come out. And Hopewell founder tested the quality of molten iron with a long rod or ringer. That's how they used to check the quality of it. So I think the air duct is the structure right there, what we saw from outside. So through there the air would come in, and then the air blast boost was up to the temperature of 2600 degree Fahrenheit to 3000 degree Fahrenheit. So that's what the machinery was used for, which is over here, I guess. So that's where the air was pumped in. You can see the whole structure is still there. It's definitely fun and shows you how things were done back in the time, and then just give you an opportunity to experience a part of history. But look at the view here. Alright, so I guess time to leave, but I think this is the better angle to look at the room, because it looks more clear from here, because before when I came in it was pretty dark. Maybe because I was walking in from light into darkness, but yeah, like it looks pretty nice from here. So without wasting any more time, I'm just gonna go towards the other buildings. You can see the weather is getting bad, but it looks amazing. Alright, I think I should stop wasting time and go see the furnace from down there. I think I might be able to go into the houses and check them out. Before I go down, we have the Buckle and Brook office and store. So let's just go in. They have the slippery condition sign here, a barrel, but this is the office of the past. Okay, so this is office store. We can listen to some information, I guess. I don't want to press that, but there you can see the table, the stairs going up on the roof, which is now closed. What do we have here? And here we have some utensils, again the stoves, and then thank you for not touching the stove. You're welcome, I'm not touching it. Oh man, I think the cold went to my head. Again, this is also a stove. I thought this is a chimney, but this is a clock. I've seen something like this in movies, old movies, not the recent ones. And then so here they would keep the record of the furnace company, basically from 1771 to 1883. About 18,000 pages from 76 record books were collected from here, and they were scanned and digitalized. and allowed people to look into the history. Another thing that is mentioned over here is that the information of payment to the workers store purchases and payment for more than 3,600 individuals and 300 businesses was basically part of the record, and that allowed people to look into history and get some idea of how people used to live their lives in those times, or how the daily routine was over here. So let's go. So let's just go and see if this house is open for tours or not. Otherwise, I'm gonna go to the furnace. So it says that the building is open. Oh man, hopefully it's not haunted. So okay. Yeah. So here, I think it's like a living room situation here. So I think that might be the owner of the house. There's the gun. All right. So the steps leading up to the second floor are blocked off. Then we have some, I think that's the checkers game, piano, and then violin, lamp. It's a well preserved room. Now let's just see the last room opened for the visit in this house. So I think this is the dining area. Yeah, this house is heated, which is a relief. But I'm gonna go out and we'll continue with my tour. So let's just leave from here. Yeah, it was good experience. I'm gonna go to the furnace now. Honestly, it was a bit creepy. Oh man, I just tried to record as much as I can, as quickly as I can, so that I can leave the house. It felt creepy, man. So I'm going down to the furnace now. So I guess this is a stable. Let's just go in and see. All right. I can smell the horse, or the cow dung smell, so I don't know, but this is what we have here. Please let me go, please. I'm outside already. Bad joke. I thought it would be funny, but I think it's not. Well, let's just go towards the furnace, and then we have that whole area to explore as well. I could have taken these stairs to come down, which I did not do because I wanted to see the house that was up there, the creepy house on the hill. That's actually a good name for the movie. Well, time to go and see the furnace again. Here we have another wagon. This is the cast house. This is where I think they would cast the iron, and that's the chimney. I think that's from there the iron would come out. Let's just go ahead and see. This is it. I mean, it looks amazing. And I think here they would mold the iron basically. It looks like part of a game, one of the, I think, Assassin's Creed games. I don't know what these would use. I think this is where they used to mold the iron and ship it off. Yep. Because I see the casts over here, big, small, different shapes. What do we have here? Let's see. Oh, it's a treasure chest. Unfortunately, it's locked, and I don't want to touch it. But hey, it's fun. Then this is an educational program area which is closed right now, unfortunately. And this is where we have the information how they would make a stove plate. So they would add the sand, then fill the box with unsifted sand and pack it with a rammer. So that's a rammer. Then basically level it out, then they would blow air into it, and then loose sand was blown off. Basically the molder attached corp, so this would create a hole into it. Then they would add the plate of the design, and eventually they would seal it up, add the iron, and that's how the stove plate was formed. So which is good to know. So this is the whole overview. One thing I forgot to see is the air duct, which is on the other side. I've seen it from the top, or the structure for air duct, or the machinery for the air duct. I don't know what is the right term for this, but that's how they used to generate air to fuel this furnace. But I think that's where the iron used to come out. Here they have some information. So yeah, so molten iron would come out from there, and they would have the molten iron come into these holes. I think if I'm not mistaken, that's the place where the iron used to come out, and then they would take it out and make the iron plates or the face plates, whatever that is called. I mean, obviously you have pig iron production here, the casting the pig iron. But let's just leave this here and see what we have right here. This is how they used to produce air to fuel the furnace, which is pretty amazing. Again, this was run by water. Water would come from there, this wheel would move, and then the air was generated that would fuel this furnace. I was on top somewhere over there, and then yeah, that's it. So I guess it's time to leave the area. It looks good. It's a good background for me, but yeah, that's it. So let's just go, and it's called the water wheel. Water turbine, water wheel. Water wheel is the right word. I just saw it. I didn't want to say the wrong word, and now I know what it is called, and this is how it works. So I almost missed it. Let's just go out and see the remaining part of this amazing area. Oh yeah. Oh man, I don't know what I'm doing. Damn, what is that person doing over there? That person over there just jumped the fence. That's a crime. Well, here I am. Let's just go out. I mean, go to the other houses. So aside from the furnace, this area also have a very prominent history, especially during the Civil War. It says that there was an underground railroad route that used to pass through in the neighborhood, and some of the runaway slaves would find refuge in this area or in this community. They were provided with the equal jobs, equal opportunities, equal pay, and the community was basically run on the barter system. If they need anything and the other person has that thing, they would just trade the goods, and then that's how the community used to work over here. But I am now going towards the blacksmith shop. Let's see what we have in here. I almost slipped on the ice, which is not a good thing, but what we have here, so these are all the tools of blacksmith. There's a large wheel there, a blower with a long lever. Let me just check. I think this is wood. Yeah, this is definitely wood lever that was used to blow the forge. That's the forge over there, if I can show you guys. And then those are the hammers used by blacksmiths, some other tools over there. And yeah, this is definitely a good part of history. I think it's an amazing thing to experience what people used to do over here, or how the lives were, especially the architecture. You can see it was very simple but very strong, or it did the job basically. I don't know, I don't have the words to explain. Another thing I would like to say is that this place is good. if you want to teach your kids some history, some good old American history. And you also don't have to worry about pets, because this area is also dog friendly, or pet friendly I would say. And there is literally no charge to come here, so you can literally bring your kids, bring your dogs, come for a walk. And yeah, that's it. Now I'm gonna go across this bridge. I see some cattle over there. There are some sheep and some bull, not some, two bulls, two bull and some sheep. So let me just see if I can zoom into it and show you guys how it looks like from up close, because even from here, for me, they look really tiny. So yeah, but there you go. Alright, so on the right side we have Hopewell furnace, and here we have the French Creek, and then this stream basically divides them. One more thing we have over here is the Horseshoe Dam. This is the Horseshoe Trail. As you can see, the horseshoe over there. The trail to the dam is right there. So I would say that, you know, instead of looking at the houses, I would rather go in and look at the dam, because I think that's more fun to see. So let's just go and see that. I don't think I'm gonna come back to see these houses, so I think it's better to skip this part and go see the Horseshoe Dam. That is what the name locals gave it. I do see some ice up there. I don't know how bad it's gonna be, but let's see. We'll figure something out. This trail is super icy and slippery. I don't know if it is wise to follow this road, because you can see, yeah, it's slippery. I might fall and break my leg here, so I think I should turn around. Actually, I'm gonna follow their footstep and then try to avoid the fall from here. It was a very bad patch, so luckily I've crossed it. It's not so bad over here. As you can see, it's a decent trail from here. So let's see. Damn, I didn't know it's gonna be this challenging, but there comes more ice. Damn, I hate ice. Alright, so finally I have crossed the icy patch of the Horseshoe Trail. Now I'm heading towards the dam. Big Woods Trail is up ahead. Now see, I don't know if this is Horseshoe Trail or Big Woods Trail, but according to that, Big Woods is up ahead, and one of the local residents told me that this is Horseshoe Trail. So don't quote me on the name of this trail, but I'm heading to the dam right now before it gets dark, because right now it is 3:53, almost time for the sunset. I don't want to be here when the sun goes down. So let's see if I make it on time or not. Alright, so this is the Hopewell Lake right here, and then there is the dam over there that leads to the water wheel that basically produce air for the furnace that we saw. So let's just go up and see the icy lake right there. Oh man, look at this. Look at the view. It's all frozen. Oh my god, what's gonna happen? Oh man, but it looks beautiful. It looks beautiful and amazing. And I think the dam is on the other side, so I'm heading to the dam now. So I think this is the dam I was told about, but I don't see it. I don't think this is in the shape of horseshoe. I have been lied to, or maybe I'm at the wrong location, but yeah, it does not look anything like a horseshoe, man. I walked all those miles for nothing. But I might come back when summer comes, because it looks amazing and I want to see how it looks with the leaves. So I think I feel some raindrops on my face, so I have to leave this area now. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure you like the video, share it. Alright, so even though I ended the video earlier, but I did see this waterfall here, and this looks beautiful, so I thought might as well share this with you guys. I was up there when I finished the video before, and then I had to re-record myself. But yeah, this looks amazing. I don't know, again, I don't think this is part of the horseshoe, but this is it. So I hope you guys liked it. And again, as I said earlier back up there, that make sure you let me know in the comment section how you find my videos. Do check out my other videos, and I see you guys in my next vlog. Until then, take care, thank you very much. And that's the view right there.